all women. Yet feminist activities and campaigns have historically focused disproportionately on white women, leaving women of colour out in the cold. The growth of the black feminist agenda has only amplified how disparate these two movements have become. It's time for a change. As Sojourner Truth said, "Ain't I a woman?" As a black woman, my femininity is often cancelled out by my blackness. Doors are literally closed in my face while being held open for white women, and the thought of carrying my bags and lightening my load is anathema to some people. As a group, we experience life, especially our professional lives, very differently to the way that white women and black men do. Stereotypes abound, and we're constantly treading a fine line to be heard without being accused of shouting. To be the casual racist confidant without being angry. I can't tell you how many black women have shared stories with me about colleagues and acquaintances seeking their approval or validation for racist views. If Fiona in finance is really aggressive, isn't she? You'll get asked in hushed, conspiratorial tones, knowing that whatever your reply, you can't win. Either indict one of your sisters with the stereotype that you abhor, or be tarred with the same brush for coming to her defense, because any attempt to address this bias is received with hostility and affront. As a black woman, who am I to set my boundaries when history has dictated that I am owned by everyone but belong to no one? We aren't allowed to be ourselves. Instead, we have to step into boxes constructed for us. I've explored some of these boxes as part of the Trusted Black Girl movement, identifying personas that are placed on black women in the UK workplace, such as the workaholic black girl, a hard-working woman who's been fooled by the meritocracy myth, or the not black girl, forced to trade her blackness to progress, or even the trusted black girl, the inspiration behind this movement, a woman given opportunities because somehow she has become the acceptable face of blackness in her workplace. Despite the fact that black women are often managing these stereotypes placed on them by other people, we are still the ones expected to change. Despite what you think, this is our reality, and we must seize the opportunity to change the narrative. As Whitney said, it's not right, but it's okay. Because who is more equipped than a black woman to navigate the intricacies of educating other people about how to treat her and her sisters? But it's not just about women of colour. We all have a responsibility and an opportunity to reframe the narrative. Let's use it. Leaders, especially white men, you control most of industry. You make most of the high-level decisions that impact women of colour. Check your biases. Are they impacting the way that you recognise, develop, progress, and reward women of colour? You need to reimagine your definition and visualisation of talent. White women, it's time for you to step up and show up for other women. Since time immemorial, you've had the power to influence change. The gender debate has increased your positions and your power. Increased board and organisational representation for women has largely benefited you. Use your power as a force for good. My beautiful sisters from across the world, look within. Do you collaborate or compete? Do you perceive there is only space for one of us at the table? Take responsibility for how you present our collective identity as BAME women to the world. Like it or not, you represent all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.